Hi guys, this is a short demo video about the project that I created under SmartBridge. So before diving into the project, let me tell you about why is it needed. So generally when we have a question or a doubt about a product, we go to the FAQs or we need to call the customer service and ask for support, right? Or we need to manually go through a user guide and search for our query. So, how can we overcome this? In this project, there's a chatbot which is enabled to understand the user query and get the information needed out of the user guide or the manual. The title of the project is Intelligent Customer Help Desk with Smart Document Understanding, where a document can be a manual or a user guide which almost every product provides. The services I'll be using are provided by IBM Cloud and a bit of Python and node.js for coding. Okay, so let me show you the UI first to get an idea. Here, here the user can type the query and here the results would be displayed. So as you can see, it's just like messaging. So it can be, it's very user friendly. So it's already said hi, so it says hello. Okay, so I have trained this model on a car manual. So let's ask something specific about the car. Suppose I want to search about radio antenna. Okay, so let's search it. Here, it it gives the answer, right? Let's search something else. Let's say uh, fuel recommendation. So here's the answer. Okay, uh, let's let's just say something general. Thanks. Here. So this is also a chatbot, but it can also answer the specific queries about the product. Okay, so there are three major components in this project. First is Watson Assistant, which is the chatbot. Second is Watson Discovery. And the third is Node-RED. I've opened my dashboard, IBM Cloud. I have services like Discovery, Assistant, Node-RED already running. They are active. So let's see the assistant. Okay, so these are the assistant. The one I'm using is Search Manual. IBM already provides a sample skill which I have modified according to the product. So here in dialog, when the user asks about the product, this node search about product can recognize the question and pass the query onto the discovery service and get the output. It passes this on using the webhook. Uh, what is webhook? Let's see. So webhook is simply a URL request for an external API. Okay, so here the external API would be the cloud function, which we would see in a while. So let's move on to discovery service here. Okay, so here we can upload the documents that we need to perform processing on. So this Celerio user guide, which is available on the internet, I have uploaded and trained the model based on the subtitle and the text. Now, to connect discovery service with the assistant service, we have IBM Cloud Functions. So there's an action that I have created which would be started. Here it is, the Celerio user guide. Let's open it. Here's the code. Okay, so the code uses various parameters like API key, URL, and this IDs. It would get the query. Uh, Here, the query it would get from the user. and then it would pass it on to the discovery, get the results, and again return return that data. Okay, so you can enable this as a web action, and you would get a URL. This URL would be your webhook. So basically, this is an external API that the assistant would call the discovery service using this cloud function, and this is the URL. Now, all these components we need to integrate, right? So, and also I have a user interface. So for that, we have Node-RED. This is the Node-RED dashboard, and when you click the app URL, you can see this is the flow diagram. This flow diagram corresponds to the UI that I showed earlier in the video. Okay, so this is the form. Basically, this is the form and this is the result text. Okay, so this it's a just one input form here. It would take the input as text. Here's a function. Okay, let's see the function. It just returns the input of the payload. It returns here. Now that would go to the assistant here. This is the Watson assistant. Now again, the answer that the assistant provides would go to the function here. Okay, so the answer which we got from the variable webhook result 1, it would be passed, and the text, it would get the text and return it over here, return the message. Okay, this text that is returned would be displayed here. This text corresponds to the result tab in our UI. Thank you for watching.